1,200 calories and why you're not losing weight on 1,200 calories. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. New York, nice. I have a lot of my clients come from New York and New Jersey. So, and then I have quite a few from the West Coast as well. So, my roster is getting full. I only have a couple of spots right now. And then next month I have a couple ladies that are graduating. So right now they are getting used back to their maintenance calories because they are done. So basically practicing what that looks like. Hey, Canada, Vancouver, Canada, what's going on? All right. I'm following. Whoever makes a comment, I'll follow. Quite cold in Canada. -1 Celsius here. I don't know Celsius. So is that like colder than Fahrenheit? Hey, from Chicopee. My kids go to live in Westfield. So my son's in Westfield. They go to my son graduated, but my daughter's going to Westfield State right now. She's finishing Bronx, New York. What's up? I'm trying to follow along here. I just had some chocolate too. I hope it's not all in my teeth. Alexa, what's -1 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
-1 degree Celsius is 30.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's 32. So we're colder here than you are. Colder here. Oh, man, that's not nice. That's not... Oh, you already did it. That's so... All right. Yeah, I have Alexa and Google do all my stuff. Google's downstairs. Alexa's up here. So it's funny. Like I do all my math conversions for like protein. Like so if I'll have like 6 ounces or I'll have like 4.5 ounces of chicken. Well, I know that one by now. But say like I have like 3.8 ounces of chicken. I'll say, Alexa, what's 3.8 times 1.25? So then I can put that into my Fitness Pal as the weight of the chicken because the cooked weight is the protein shrinks, and so you should be getting credit for the raw weight of the chicken. But I don't like to I don't like to weigh it out raw. I've done this so many times. I'm like, I'm just gonna do the cooked weight. So I think that is why I'm not. All right, hold on. All right. So, does collagen peptides count towards protein daily? Or is it free macro? Okay, I don't know what you mean by a free macro. I'm following you right now. Yes, peptides count towards protein. I do have them here. So, I put 1 scoop of this in my water. So, it's like 9 grams of protein. The thing with collagen, and I know everybody's like, collagen, right? I like this one. I like the Vital Proteins. And then one of my clients, she's doing chocolate. So I'm like, I tried it in my coffee. I don't like it in my coffee. I'm like, I can tolerate it in my water. But I can only do like 1 scoop. And the thing with that is, so it's 9 grams of protein. But the thing with collagen peptides or collagen is it's like the off product of whey protein. So it's like the byproduct. So it's an inferior source of protein. So I use it to get the 9 grams in it, and I like it in my water, but I wouldn't like do like the whole serving of it. I prefer like a whey protein powder, like either Legion. I am affiliated with Legion, so I do get some money from Legion, but this is the one that I like as well. So I do either Quest or Legion. It depends. I always have like a variety. So you're better off with whey protein as far as protein powders go. And I'm not exactly sure what you meant by free macro. And all right. I think that is why I'm not losing weight. I do not eat enough. Eat enough protein or eat enough calories or both, because that's the situation that I find a ton of the people that I start working with. That's the situation that they're in. And so it's always like, let's get up your protein. And ladies, you should be shooting for 1 gram per pound of body weight. So a range of 0.7 to 1 gram. Last week, oh my God. Yeah, I already reacted to that. It just started, in Connecticut. Oh, shoot. So that's coming our way then. That's coming our way. I have a 90-minute massage tomorrow. Better not interfere with that. Oh, your son goes to Westfield? Nice. All right. Do you recommend sub for whey? It doesn't agree with my tummy. Yeah, you can do plant protein for sure. So hemp protein, pea protein. I think there's rice protein as well. So there's non-dairy options. I've come to learn that dairy can affect weight loss during menopause. So yeah, I am psyched that I can actually have dairy because I love dairy. So I do a lot of Greek yogurt for sure, and then cottage cheese. But yeah, that stinks that you have that it doesn't work for you. Never use Alexa, but that's a great reason to use her. Yeah, that and playing music, right? So that's the two things that I use her for. And every morning it's like, what is the weather? Because I go for a walk every single morning, and I want to just dress appropriately. I call them my walking pants, but I have like 3 different pairs of walking pants, right? So it's like, what degrees of walking pants do I need today, right? The ones that no wind is going to get through, or ones that are just going to keep me warm, or ones that are just going to be comfortable. All right, so to get rid of belly pooch, lift weights. So it's a combination. That is going to be diet, right? It's strictly diet. And the reason why we incorporate weight training is because that's going to help with fat loss. So as you lose fat, you want to make sure that you have something under there, right? And so it's also going to increase your metabolism. But there's no way to spot reduce or to focus on an area that you want to be smaller. It's going to be diet for sure. You are very welcome, Donna. All right. So if any other questions come up, just pop them in there and I'll get to them. So you're very welcome. All right, so 1,200 calories and weight loss, right? That is a number that's always been tossed around as far as weight loss goes, and everybody adopts 1,200 calories. But that doesn't make sense for somebody that is larger, right? It's 1,200 calories for weight loss is going to be appropriate for somebody who is smaller, somebody who is around 120 pounds, right? Will need to drop calories down to 1,200 to lose weight, right? Maybe if you're 130. So I got ready for my photo shoot, I was dropping from 130 to 120, and I didn't get to 1,200 until like the last 2 weeks. And so I was losing at like 1,350. And then I think we dropped to 1,300. And then it was like, I think we flirted with like 12. That's what it was. It was like 1,250. So, and I'm a small person, right? I'm 5'4". I'm not very tall. I'm not small, but I'm 5'4". So if you're heavier than that, or if you are taller than that, you're going to need more calories, especially if you're taller, right? And if you're 150 pounds, even if you're 150 pounds and 5'4", maybe you're not taller, you're not going to need 1,200 calories to lose weight. You should be able to lose weight on 1,500 calories. So what happens is when you go to 1,200 calories, your body gets used to 1,200 calories. Here's the thing though. So that woman that's 150 pounds, her maintenance, and it really depends on her daily activity, but say she doesn't do shit, right? Say she doesn't do anything. She has a desk job and she maybe walks 3 times a week. Not super active. So her maintenance might be around 1,800 calories. Now she starts going to the gym, or she's doing CrossFit, or she does Orange Theory, or she does this, does that, right? That's going to, or she has a different job. Maybe she is a server, or a bartender or something like that, or maybe she works construction, whatever, right? Then that is going to increase the calories that your body needs. So a person that's at 1,200 calories, right, when they need to be at like, say 2,100 calories, That's a huge gap in your nutrition, right? Your body wants those maintenance calories. If you want to know what your maintenance calories are, go to the calculator in my bio. Oh, it's still calories though. It's still calories. Yeah, anything that has calories. I mean, I don't put my lettuce into my Fitness Pal, but I want to get credit for my collagen. So that's why I put yeah, I put everything in my Fitness Pal. I do not put lettuce in my Fitness Pal. Although that's not true because I do have my salad saved. So especially in the summertime, I usually have a salad with lettuce, tomato, and cucumber. I already have that saved. It's called salad, right? So I am logging that. But if I'm like going to a restaurant and I have a burger with some lettuce on it and lettuce and tomato, I'm not going to log that. I'll just log a burger. So now you have this huge calorie gap where your body is not getting the calories that it needs. That's not good, right? So now you are in a deficit that is way too low. You are not getting the nutrition that your body needs. So say she isn't super active, right? Most people's maintenance is going to be around 1,700 to 2,100 calories. If you're less, if you're a small person, then it's going to be less. If you're a larger person, then it's going to be more. So, but an average woman's maintenance calories are between 1,700 and 2,100 calories. Now, and if you put activity on top of it, it's just going to make your needs for more calories more. You don't burn calories like you think you are. Excuse me, I just had dinner, so pardon me. So you're not burning calories like you think you are, right? By doing all the activity. And what you're doing is with the activity, just increasing your body's need for calories. So, Shelly, nice. Yeah, a lot of people use that calorie calculator. So I'm glad to have it. It took my guys took them like 3 weeks to build that thing. So, but I like it. Like it gives you the recommendations. It tells you what to eat, a little bit. So yeah, it's cool. So you're in basically a deficit, but a very large deficit. But in doing so, you're not giving your body the nutrition that it needs. So you're not giving it, first of all, you're not giving it like the protein, the carbs, and the fat that it needs. But then there's all the nutrition that goes along with that, right? All the vitamins and the minerals that go along with those calories. And so now your body ends up in a depleted state nutritionally and calorically, and now you're just in a state where you're just storing body fat, right? You have told your body, hey, we're going to store body fat, and that's what's going on with having a 1,200 calorie diet. It's not appropriate for most people. So the first thing to consider is, are you truly eating 1,200 calories, right? Be accurate and see. Like I would use my Fitness Pal, and don't do anything like with macros, right? Don't put it in to lose 2 pounds a week, for sure. But just start logging your calories and see like where you actually are at for calories. Because maybe it's a fact that maybe you think that, yes, I am only eating 1,200 calories, but maybe you're not counting things like the handfuls of nuts, or maybe you're not counting the oil that you cook your food in, or maybe you inadvertently don't put in your collagen or whatever. Right? So, but for my ladies like that I start working with, like I come to realize that they truly are only eating 1,200 calories because they think that that's all that they should be eating. So then we have to go into a reverse diet. And then once we do that, we start bringing up more calories. More calories equals more energy. More energy equals better moods, equals better libido, better sex, better sleep, better digestion. And so these are all things that go away as you keep reducing calories. The longer you stay there, the more damage that you're doing to your body, right? Your metabolism isn't broken. You can't break your metabolism, but you can put yourself into a depleted state and not feel good. And I think it goes slowly, right? Brain fog, memory loss, right? A lot of these symptoms are the same as they are for menopause. You're just making it worse by not eating enough food, right? So brain fog, memory loss, sleep issues, digestion issues, fatigue, you're always tired, you have no energy. This is all a result of very low calories, and your metabolism is not necessarily menopause. So these are symptoms of menopause that can be mitigated with calories. So it kind of goes hand in hand. When you are in menopause, you need to make sure that get your vitamin D's checked, right? I live in the Northeast. I know for sure I do not get enough vitamin D. You get vitamin D through the sun. We don't have a lot of sun here in the winter. So you have to supplement with it. Most people are going to be deficient in vitamin D. This one is important. It acts as a hormone, and it has a lot of processes that go in the body. So if you're deficient in vitamin D, then you are missing out. Also, magnesium and zinc. So you want to make sure that you have those on board. Now, food is going to help a lot with that, right? And food helps to bring the vitamins and the minerals into your body. But you can supplement with them, and most people have to supplement with them. So, but before you go nuts like over supplementing, make sure that you get tested to see where your levels are at, and then you can supplement appropriately. I'm not going to give recommendations to somebody who's lab work that I haven't seen, right? But there are general recommendations that you can find on the internets, and make sure that you're covered that way. And then make sure that you're getting a quality supplement. Vitamin D, I like to take that in like a liquid. So Thorne makes a liquid, and I just take like 2 drops of that. And let's see, magnesium. I love magnesium at night because it helps me sleep. You want to be careful with magnesium, because if you have too much mag citrate, it's going to give you digestive issues, meaning it could lead to diarrhea. So that's not fun. So be careful with magnesium. Be careful with any kind of supplement. Everything that you do there's a cause and effect for everything. So just be conscious of that. And this is getting far away from 1,200 calories, but it still ties in, because if you are deficient with your calories, you're in a deficit with your calories, you're going to be in a deficit with your nutrition. And that is a stress on the body. The thing is with my ladies, right, you're in your 40s and your 50s, and you've been in a deficit for so long, like years. I did this for years, right? So I probably started dieting after my second was born, right? Well, my first and then my second, right? So we're talking like 20 something years. Mama the crazies, what's up? So that's a long time to be without like the nutrients that your body needs, but I kind of was restrict during the week and then binge on the weekends, right? But wasn't like I was binging on like broccoli and chicken on the weekend. So I wasn't exactly getting in my nutrients. I was getting in my calories, plenty of calories. So that's another point too. Now, let me see. I think I have to reverse, and I don't know how to do that. Let me see if I write something, what's going to happen, because it'll come up different. That's backwards. All right. So I think I was supposed to set that up before I started. Let me see if I can figure it out. I know I'm not going to be able to. I think mirror your video. Is that what I want to do? I think. Let me type. All right, that wasn't too painful. Okay. So, if somebody does the calorie calculator, right? Then I can work this out. But so say you are 150 pounds, right? 150 pound female. And you have a desk job. So you're pretty much sedentary during the day, but you do go for a walk and you go to the gym 3 times a week. Say you're doing nothing too intense, but you're doing a class, like say Zumba, 3 times a week. And then you might go for like a long walk on the weekends. So walking. All right. So for this person, and say they're like 5'4", 5'4", 150 pounds, 54 years old. I'm 54. All right, so the caloric needs for maintenance here for this person is probably going to be 1,900 calories. 1,900 calories. Now, to lose weight, this person could probably drop down 300 calories and lose weight on 1,600 calories. Isn't that exciting? Because to maintain weight, they would be able to eat 1,900 calories. To lose weight, we're going to drop 300 calories. That brings you down to 1,600. Now, that makes me a little sad, right? Because I'm like, my maintenance is 2,000 calories. I like to eat my 2,000 calories. Trust me. So, actually, 1,600 doesn't make me sad, right? I can just, for me, easily take out the chocolate that I've been having. I could take out the wine that I enjoy, and I could take out the popcorn that I like. But I don't like to do that, right? I like to eat the things that I want, and I don't deprive myself. So, but when you're in a dieting phase, yes, you're going to have to go into a little bit of a deprivation, right? A little bit of hunger. But what happens is now this person says, well, no, I want to lose weight faster. That's not enough, right? I'm going to go to 1,200 calories. So now we're at a 700 calorie deficit a day. That is a lot of nutrition, right? That is a lot of calories, it's a lot of fat, and it's a lot of protein that your body isn't getting because now you are eating 1,200 calories. 1,200 calories is not a lot. That means you're having 400 calories 3 times a day. That means you're not having any wine or chocolate or popcorn or something like that you enjoy, right? So it kind of sucks to eat at 1,200 calories. There's no food there. So when I get on the phone with a lot of women, they say, well, I eat healthy. I don't know, I'm eating twice a day. I'm intermittent fasting. I eat healthy, and now I can't lose weight. And I'm like, it's because you're not eating. That's why you're not able to lose weight, because you're not eating. Your body is and I hate that starvation mode. I'm just going to call it fat storing mode, because what happens is whatever calories that your body doesn't need. So maintenance calories is what your body needs to live optimally and support the activity that you're doing. So that's what maintenance calories are. Those are the calories that you should be able to eat without gaining weight. If you drive calories down and stay there for way too long, you're just driving down your maintenance. Not truly, but you're driving down. Your body is now used to 1,200 calories. So it's no longer going to lose weight. The only way you can lose weight now is to eat less. And so we can't do that, right? Now we're even getting even less nutrition. And now, right, when you stay at this lower range of calories, now you start to feel like shit. You don't have any energy. You're tired all the time. You're cranky. You're moody. You have no libido. Your hair starts falling out. Your nails get dry and brittle. Your skin is dry. This is because you're not getting the nutrients that your body needs. So how am I coming up with the calories that, Chatty Cathy, what's up? I'm going to friend you. So this is an estimate based on a 150-pound woman who is 5'4" and 54. She's 54. You can go to the calorie calculator if you go to my bio, it will come up with your very own calories. All right. I am 158, 5'2", turn 51 next week. I sit at a desk job with 10,000 steps daily. That's a lot. I eat 1,300 calories. I eat a job with 10,000 steps daily. That's a lot. I eat 1,300 calories. I eat 140 grams of protein, and I'm stuck. So I would recommend eating more protein and eating more calories. So with that, I would say that your maintenance would be at probably about 2,100, only 5'2". You know what? I would do this calorie calculator, right? I would imagine that your maintenance is going to be around 2,000, especially with all those steps. When you put in all that activity, it's going to increase your body's need for calories. So, I guess I would ask, like, how accurate is it that you're getting that many steps every day, and then how accurate is it that you're having 1,300 calories? Like, how do you know? Like, are you tracking that? So, you're stuck because you have. Well, I don't know. How long have you been eating 1,300 calories? So that's basically what I'm talking about now is when you drive your calories down, you drive down your metabolism. And so now your body is used to those calories. And so the only way to lose weight when you've eaten that low calories, even just a few months, is going to downregulate your metabolism, right? Your body gets used to those calories. So that's kind of what's going on. So what happens is with that situation, you have to go into a reverse diet. That means you go back to maintenance calories, what your maintenance calories are, stay at that number for a while, right? At least 8 weeks. And then you can go back into a deficit. But I would be careful, right? So bring your calories back up to 1,900 or 2,000 calories and then take away 300 calories. If you stay in that reverse diet for enough time, then this is going to be effective. And so that's the process. And then I would go follow like the lower calories for 6 weeks. I would say 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks, and then do a 2-week diet break and then repeat the process until you reach your weight loss. Yeah, this is going to take way more time than it's going to when you go do this route, right? When you do this route, this works at first and then it stops working. And so then you're like, what? Why isn't it working? Right? But you stay here, you're down regulating your metabolism. So this is why rapid fat loss never works, right? This isn't even fat loss. This is when you eat too low calories, not only is your body now going to store whatever calories it gets as fat, but it's going to start depleting your muscle. It's going to start taking the muscle off of your body because having muscle on your body burns more calories. Your body sees that it's not getting the calories, so it says, well, screw that. We need to store this as fat, and then we're going to get rid of this muscle tissue because it's burning calories, and we don't have the calories. We can't afford to burn calories, so let's get rid of this muscle, right? That's what happens with rapid fat loss is you can't lose fat that fast. You're going to lose muscle. Your body can't keep up with that. It's not all fat that you're losing when you do that fast. Guess what? When you gain the weight back, it's all fat, right? That muscle is gone, baby, and then the weight that you gain is all fat. And so that's what happens. That's why your body composition changes. And so you keep doing this process over and over. You're decreasing muscle. You have less muscle each time you do it. And then you're just getting fatter and fatter and fatter. And now you're like, what the hell happened to my body, right? That's what happened to me. So I know this is true. And there's also science. It's called science, right? It's called metabolic adaptation. And so if you care, you can look that up. But this is the process. All right, so you're using MyFitnessPal to track and my Fitbit track steps. All right, so I would use the calculator in my link there. It's free, totally free, and then see where your maintenance calories are. And then when you see like if there's a huge gap between where you are at with your calories and what your maintenance calories are, you don't want a huge gap there. That's why you're stuck. So that's all I got. That's all I got, right? 1,200 calories, ladies. It's not where it's at. It is not where it's at. I didn't have to go to 1,200 calories. And when I was in getting ready for a photo shoot, I didn't have to go that low. And, I'm maintaining my weight at 2060 right now. I think my coach is going to up my calories tomorrow. Like I know that he is. Belly fat that's exactly where your body is storing that fat, right? So in women, it's preferred. We'll do a little bit in the back as well. But for when you are storing, so when you aren't eating enough calories, right? Your body isn't eating its own fat. It's eating its own muscle, and then it's storing. So I don't call this starvation mode. I call it fat storing mode. And so your body is storing all those calories right on the midsection for ladies. And then you start to get big like all around, but it's predominantly here because this is where your cortisol receptors are. So that is what's going on with belly fat. It's not like belly fat isn't like its own thing. That's what's happening with your weight loss. As women, that's where we store it. So that's the way it goes. But there is good news. Like when you do finally do this slower approach and you're not losing muscle along with weight in your diet, then guess what? It starts to come from the belly first. So that's super exciting. I wonder if you guys can see my computer. So I have a client. She is in week 4, and this is pretty typical of most of my clients. Is they're coming to me eating 1,200, 1,400 calories, and then you're very welcome, Kathy. Then I put them back up to their maintenance calories, and they're like, oh my God, if I eat this much, I'm going to gain weight. And I say, yeah, you probably will. Like first couple of days, yeah, you're definitely going to put on probably 2 or 3 pounds. And that's because you have more food in your system. You have more food in your digestion, and you're bringing on like more carbs, more everything, and carbs store water. So that's going to show up as weight on the scale, but that isn't fat gain, right? So there's no way to gain 2 to 3 pounds in 2 days. Like there's just no way. You would have to eat 7,000 calories over maintenance, right? In 2 days, that's over maintenance, right? So that's just not going to happen. So what happens is then the body gets used to it. It says, whoa, okay, we're getting those calories. All right, we have this weight, right? That's come on, extra food in the digestion, boom. And then I highly suggest my clients drink water, and then we get rid of that, right? So that should level out by like the 10th day. And so now either doesn't always level out, right? Maybe that 2 pounds is staying there. But a lot of times it just comes off, and now they're back at where they started, right? But they're eating more calories. So this is why I bring them up to maintenance. They're eating more calories. They're not losing weight, right? They're just maintaining weight, which is the ideal situation. Some clients lose weight, right? Some clients lose weight because the body is like, oh my God, we are getting food. The body's happy. Your metabolism is happy. It starts to release the body fat. It says, we don't need this anymore. We are not in fat storing mode anymore, right? So we don't need to do this. And now you have more energy. Your brain fog goes away. You can remember things, right? Your libido comes up, and your hair, your skin, and nails, this all starts to look fabulous again. So that's the process. But even in that process, when we bring on more calories, we're also going to bring on more protein. And then what happens is measurements go down. So weight will stay the same. So my client, she gained the 2 pounds and then it came off. So she's been flip-flopping between the 2 pounds. But she has lost an inch off of every single measurement except for her thigh. She hasn't lost an inch off of her thigh. And she only lost half an inch off her bicep. So she was 161, 163. She was like flip-flopping between like 161 to 163, 161 to 163. She came to me at like 161. But she's lost an inch, and you should see her pictures. I'm not going to show her pictures because I haven't gotten her permission to do that. But it's amazing, like the difference that just 4 weeks has made, and that inch all around the body, right? That she has like literally shrunk, but you can see it mostly in her belly. So that's the most exciting part, right? Is you get that motivation. So even though maybe you're not going to be losing weight right away, you are going to be losing inches. So that is the process. So let me see. You're very welcome. Silly Jules. Following. All right, so what is the actual act of weight loss? I'm not sure I understand what that means. My weight is like a yo-yo. It's up and down. Yep, that's pretty common. I don't understand what you mean. What is the actual act of weight loss? That is your body. There's different forms of weight loss, right? Rapid weight loss would mean that you're losing water weight, muscle weight, and fat. If you do it in a slower, controlled manner, You're still going to be losing water weight. You're still going to be losing a little bit of muscle, but hopefully not, because we're going to be mitigating that with making sure that you're getting in plenty of protein and that you're weightlifting so that we do not have muscle loss, and then it will be all fat loss. I hope that answers your question. I don't know if that answered the question. But, all right, guys. Well, I have a lot to do tomorrow, so I'm going to cut this little TikTok short. Unless you have any questions that I can answer for you, I'm more than happy to do that. So fire away. Now's your chance. But in the meantime, you can follow me. So follow me here on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. I do put out a podcast. I just put one out today. I need to start doing YouTube videos again, but there's a ton of YouTube videos on the reverse diet and the reverse diet protocol. So that's what I was talking about, was bringing up the calories. I know that I have an episode on there, why 1,200 calories sucks for weight loss. I know I have one, why cardio sucks for weight loss. So yeah, I have a... I'm serious about my job, but I don't do it in a serious manner. Like, I'm not like, oh, you need to be at 1,800 calories and you need to do this exact, right? It's not an exact science. And I like to have fun with it because, like, what's the point, right? They're not here to be miserable. We're just here to live life and have fun, right? So I know that going into midlife for me was rough. So when I turned 50, I was like... I think I was going into my 50th birthday, and that's when I decided I had to get serious about my weight loss. And I was convinced, right, that menopause, right, if I didn't do it by the time I was 50, then menopause was going to take me down. So that was basically my battle cry. And but everything that I had been doing until that was just not working. And so I was doing... like I was an instructor, doing way too much cardio, not eating enough, and then eating too much on the weekends. So I was definitely in that binge and restrict cycle. And then just repeating every single Monday. I felt like shit. I looked like shit. And I was not a happy person. So I know the struggle that happens when you get, like, there's the crossroads. I call the 50s the crossroads, right? You're going through menopause. You're going through stages of menopause. And that is a hormonal roller coaster. But that can be controlled with when you take care of your metabolism, you take care of your body, you take care, that will take care of your hormones. So you don't have to, ever since, like, I have been eating more calories and doing way less. I don't do any cardio. I go for a walk. That's it. And then I go to the gym. Right now I'm at 5 days a week weight training. My longest workout is 45 minutes. Once I started doing that, I feel 1,000 times better. I lost that weight. I weigh ever since 30, right? Ever since I turned 30, right? I definitely put on some pounds. So I weigh what I weighed when I was in my 20s, right? I never thought I was going to see that number again, ever, right? And I didn't even know that I wanted to be there, right? I was just like, please, I just need to lose 5 pounds. Like, I just want to lose 5 pounds. Well, I actually lost 20 pounds because I needed to lose that. But, the battle was always, oh, this 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. And then it was 7 pounds, right? You lose 7 pounds and then it would come back on. Like, you're like, how did that happen so fast? And do it again, and right? And then it turned into 10 pounds. And it was like, what the hell? And then as more weight was coming on, it was harder and harder to get that off. So each time, and that's because you're screwing up your metabolism, right? You're screwing with your body. You didn't break your metabolism, but you're not doing the right thing by your metabolism. And so that leads to a hormonal hell and this, all the symptoms that go, a lot of the symptoms of having a decreased metabolism look exactly like menopause, right? The only thing that you don't get is hot flashes when you downregulate your hormones, your metabolism. But if you don't take care of your metabolism and your hormones, then hot flashes can be an issue. So that's basically my story. But I don't want to be all sciencey with it for you guys. I did get quite a few certifications and have educated myself on metabolism, on hormones, on nutrition, right? So I could throw the science at you, but it doesn't make sense if you don't understand it, because it's complicated. And do you really need to know the exact science behind it? No, you do not. Do you need to know about the Krebs cycle? No, you do not. Do you need to know the effect of ghrelin and leptin? No, you don't, right? I do give that kind of education with my one-on-one clients. I do educate them on that stuff, but it's in a slower process, right? What is the function of ghrelin? What is the function of leptin? Why is it important? Right now, it's not important, right? Right now, we just got to get some food into you and bring up your calories. So I want to bring information in a digestible manner. It doesn't always have to be sciencey. I don't need to show off how much I know or don't know. The science that comes up. So most of the studies have been done on men, right? Which is bullshit. But that's where the funding is. So all the studies are on men, and just now are women starting to speak up and say, hey, we need more research, right? We need more research on women that are in their 40s and 50s. We need more research. When you go to your doctor and they don't know anything about menopause, it's not really their fault, because they weren't educated in, like, they get I don't know how much education they get on hormones, but they don't know. So, it's a specialization. So they're not being helpful when they say, hey, just take some birth control and take some Prozac, right? Because you're moody, you're not yourself, you feel depressed, you feel like, you've lost yourself. So take some Prozac, and then, your periods are all over the place. They're heavy, let's not treat that. Let's just put you on the pill and decrease and not have it. It's like, So anyways, doesn't have to be like that. The simplicity of it all is start with nutrition, and then I go in deeper, looking at my clients, their labs and their blood work, and then seeing what we need to supplement with. And most of the times we don't, right? As long as you have, your vitamin D is up, your magnesium is good. We're going to look at zinc. It depends too, because there's also hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, right? That's going to be a different set of circumstances, PCOS, right? So, for the most part, nutrition is the best way to start. And that you can do, right? Drink your water. Make sure you're drinking enough water. A lot of my clients are 24. They're drinking 24 ounces of water. That is not enough, right? You need to have half of your body weight in water. That's just a general rule. But it's a great place to start, right? Start eating more protein, getting in 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Know what your calories are, right? Know what your maintenance is, so that you're not always in a depleted state. It's not doing you any favors. I do not diet, right? I diet maybe 3 months out of the year to get ready for summer. Boom, right? And I don't go 1,200 calories, right? I'll go from 2,100 calories, right? Then he takes away, it'll be 1,800, and then I'm and then maybe 16, and then I finish off a little bit more aggressively. So that's the process, and that's 3 months. It's not awful. It's not miserable, until the very last end. And I'm I can't wait, because I want to get my calories back. So 9 months out of the year, I am either in maintenance or I'm in a build phase. So now I get to start in a build phase. So I'll do that for 3 months to try to put on as much muscle as I possibly can. And that means hitting it hard. And, my protein is right around 160 grams of protein per pound. Not per pound. I am 125 pounds right now, so I am eating a little bit more protein than you would need to, right? So for weight loss, if you can get up to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, then you're killing it, right? And most ladies are that's a lot. And I'm it is if you're not used to it, right? It is if you're not used to it, and then get used to it. But a lot of times people won't put in the effort to find out how do you get in that much protein, right? I help my clients with that, but it's not the preferred, I think, the preferred way to getting calories, because it's just way easier and way more convenient to get carbs in. This is easier. There's fruit, there's vegetables, there's bread, there's like all the yummy foods are predominantly carbs, and protein takes energy to make, right? You have to have it cooked. A protein powder is a great way to supplement, but you're not going to get all your protein through protein powder, or you shouldn't, I should say. Do 1 scoop of protein or a bar, but I don't recommend having like a shake for breakfast and then having a bar for a snack and then having another shake for lunch and then having another bar and then having, like, when you realize, like, all right, so I've only had 70 grams of protein, I'll have another shake before bed. Right? That's not the way to do it. Supplement, but then have things like red meat, chicken, pork, eggs, dairy, legumes. Nuts are not a protein source. Nuts are a fat source. Even chia seeds are like a fat source, but like quinoa is not protein. It's mostly carbs. So I think, what am I missing? Eggs is a good one. So supplement with like 20 to 30 grams of protein, and then get the rest of your protein from actual products that have, not products, actual food that those contain the amino acids that you need to build the muscle in your body. So that's why it's important to have protein. But one caveat of having protein is that as you increase your protein, you're also increasing the thermic effect of food. So protein has the highest thermic effect of food. It's going to burn more calories through digestion than it will for carbs or fat. So fat is the least. Fat gets digested like that, doesn't take any energy. Carbs takes a little bit of energy, but protein takes the most to break down. So now when you have a source like a protein powder, it doesn't take anything to break that down because it's a fast digesting protein source. So that is one of the benefits, is that you're actually burning calories through the process of digestion, and it doesn't offset the calories. But if you increase protein, you're going to not see a weight gain from those calories because you're in a deficit with the burning process, the digestion process. And so that's why shifting your protein, bringing it up higher and bringing carbs down lower. And I don't recommend going low carb by any means, right? It's balanced, right? 30 to 35% protein, 30 to 35% carbs, 30 to 35% fat will put you in an ideal situation to lose weight. What happens is you ladies are going into MyFitnessPal and using MyFitnessPal as your coach, which is bullshit, right? You're going to go and say, I want to lose 2 pounds a week, because who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? But so it's going to put you in at 1,200 calories, and then it's going to recommend 20% protein. That is not enough. Then it's going to recommend 50% carbs. That's too high. Fat, it recommends 30% fat. So I like that. So that's a mistake, is using MyFitnessPal. If you go to my YouTube, then I have why is MyFitnessPal making you fat video, and then a whole series of how to adjust a MyFitnessPal so that you can actually lose weight in menopause. So check out those sources. I have a ton of stuff for you guys, right? It's a lot. It's hard to deliver on TikTok and just like little, short videos. So I do longer form content on Instagram or Facebook if you're over there, and then my podcast, and then YouTube videos. So the information is out there. It definitely is. I know it's confusing. This is why I keep my message simple as possible. Try to keep it as simple as possible. Is why you hear me. Hey, increase your protein. Don't bring calories too low and start weight training, right? Because if you do that, right, that is going to be the foundation for you being able to lose weight in menopause without feeling like crap doing it. So that is all. Welcome to my TED Talk, my TikTok. Oh, and hey, I record these, by the way. So I don't record them. TikTok does, and sometimes they don't get recorded for whatever reason, but I put them up on YouTube. So if you want a replay, then look for it tomorrow on YouTube. And thank you for hanging out with me. Bye, ladies.